All right, we will move on to the next person. And our next person will be Sophia.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Am I
Hello.
audible?
How are you? What?
Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's great to hear.
All right, wonderful.
Hello. I
Hey.
am Soph or Sophia. I am a person in the IRF. Yeah, that's me. I personally have mained the government for a while,
Okay.
but ever since the Ministry of Admissions was removed from Sevastopol, I have not interacted with it whatsoever. I think a reason for that is really there's just no incentive to play it. In papers, you can earn money, you can
True.
socialize with others, but in Sevastopol, there's just kind of nothing to do.
What would you think about the military personnel? Because I know you said you main government, but what would you say about those who are in the military?
Right, well, there's obviously trainings and events always being hosted in Sevastopol, basically always. But they're always accompanied with like an announcement in the military server, right? So it's always a ping, it's always like, come join. You're not just gonna hang out in Sevastopol. So there's a reason for military to be in, but only for an event. For papers, there's just random people joining, random people hanging out.
And so do you think that... Oh, I'm sorry. I'll give you a minute.
I think adding a further like gameplay part to Sevastopol would really bring more people to the community. Maybe just some mini game, something like Papers has.
Yeah, so you think that'll bring more people to IRF in general over in Sevastopol? Yeah, okay, all right.
I mean, obviously, a lot of other military games, they also just have very active, like, military games, basically, that always have people talking and hanging out.
Yeah.
But yeah, something that's, like, actual gameplay past, like...
Yeah.
Just events.
And
That's my 2 cents.
Okay, and, like, what kind of mini games do you mean? Like, as you said, IRF, you said something about mini games, am I right? Yeah, of course, and we're going to move on to the next person.
All right, have a good one.
All right, you too, yeah, thank you. All right, our next person will be Sleepy Dragon Dev.
Hi.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good, I'm good.
All right, good. So I'm just gonna ask. Well, I have a different question for you. How can the Sevastopol naval base gain more activity?
I would say giving government more of a role, like bringing back trainings to it, could definitely help.
You said bring back trainings?
Like bring back how government used to go there for like discipline trainings and stuff. Adding some more government activity or more government purpose to the game could help.
Yeah, okay. All right. So elaborating more
I was gonna say something, but it completely left me.
No, it's okay. If it comes back to you, let me know.
Yeah, but what did you say? Oh, yeah.
All right, Sleepy. Well, I appreciate you calling in. Appreciate your view on it.
Yep. I'll be listening. So have fun with other things, I guess.
All right, thank you. We're gonna move on to the next person. If you have another call in. All right, our next person is Coda.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. His radio station's pretty big for Iskra and the IRF. So good shout, guys. Very good job. So with activity in Sevastopol, right?
Yeah.
So I've been in the IRF a long time, right? With Sevastopol, it's always been really active at points of updates. You know, everyone loves updates. So obviously, update happens, everyone shows up.
Oh,
blah, blah,
question. Quick question. Do you think that because of that, they should bring more updates?
Potentially, it would be nice to see a Sevastopol update. Although, don't get me wrong, it is good now, like how it is. But again, an update would bring more people to come check it out. I remember there's more of a civilian part in Sevastopol as well. I think it was either last year, maybe year before. And that brought in quite a lot of new members. But yeah, like previous people said, with general activity, trainings and whatnot are really good. Just general trainings brings people in.
So you're talking about like IRF-wide trainings, like government and military, or just one?
Yeah, I think bringing the government back to Sevastopol, giving them more of a role in what Sevastopol, like giving them a role in Sevastopol would be really good. Because obviously it brings another whole section of the IRF to give activity to the game, do you know?
Yeah, I totally get that.
But yeah, I mean, there's not really much we can do. I mean, it's your trainings, updates, just word of mouth, you know, just general things like that, and I think it would increase activity.
All right. I'm gonna ask you the same question as I did the last caller. How can the Sevastopol naval base gain more activity? Is it, would you say, with updates as well, as you just said, or is it something different?
See, the naval base, I do not know much about myself, so
okay.
Can't really answer that one.
All right. Well, is that all?
Yeah, no, I've got not much else to say.
Appreciate you calling in. Thank you for your opinion.
No worries. Happy to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you. We will now be moving on to our next caller. Hello. Hey.
Hello there.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So we're gonna jump straight in, just as we've been doing. So, how do you think Sevastopol can become more active?
Well, as a colonel from Military Training Academy, I believe it's important to have as many trainings going on around the clock as possible, because that means that players in different time zones can be attracted to the game because there's trainings going on in their time zones.
All right.
Which will encourage more activity, and while that's something we can't really force our hosts to do, it is something we can encourage them to do. So,
yeah, totally.
And also, more civilian aspects. I think the removal of the entry permit game pass and adding like a money system so you can buy it with just in-game money would be useful, because that would allow...
like in papers currently?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would allow people who can't spend Robux to actually come in and get a taste of what our military is like and look at some trainings. I also think it would be valuable to let citizens spectate our trainings, because that would give them a taste of what we do. And yeah, sorry, I'm pulling a blank here.
No, it's all right, man. Take your time. It's cool. I totally get what you're saying. Yeah. To be able to bring back more civilians and to have it like it is in papers to where you don't have to spend Robux on an entry permit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What would
you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I also think barrier of entry is quite high because most people that join Papers, Please are looking for a game that's based off, well, Papers, Please. But Sevastopol is kind of buried, so I think with a little more promotion, it might do a bit better, along with updates like Kota said, and
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I thank you. Thanks for the for your opinion. Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good